Preloaders, welcome to practice session number 21. Wow, we're going by so fast here. And you know what, guys, I get here about 2 hours early before I set up. I already have a preloader here. So just to let you know the enthusiasm of what's going on here, right? And I appreciate it. I appreciate the enthusiasm. So as always, guys, like I said, nice to have you guys here with me. You guys know how proud I am of you and how much of a difference that you guys are making in the motorcycle community by going out there and practicing and recognizing how important it is to be proficient in this skill, slow speed motorcycle operation. For those of you that don't know who I am or what we do here on this channel, let me fill you in. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the motorcycle unit. Name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward, and I created this channel mainly for two reasons. First and foremost, I share my knowledge, experience, and training that I've received from the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation, because that's the skill that's most important, because it's required 15 miles per hour or less to keep this motorcycle upright. Secondly, I want to help you be the boss of your motorcycle. And what that simply means is I want you to feel confident when you ride this motorcycle at slow speeds. And I say at slow speeds, like I said earlier, because that's when people get that uneasy feeling, because yeah, now it's on you. All right, now it's on you to keep this motorcycle up. And that's when you see people putting their feet out, and that's just letting you know that they're not really confident. And I want you to be confident. I don't want you to think twice about making right turns and left turns and U-turns. And that's why part 3 of this is practice. And that's where I am now. That's what this video is about today. This is the 21st one that we're doing. And if you want to come out here and practice with us, we're in Pooler, Georgia. You have to be a subscriber to my channel. And that's the only prerequisite right now. Okay, so if you're interested in that, check the description section, okay? And check out where it says practice sessions. But while you're in there, make sure you check everything else out, especially you newbies. If you don't know what a preloader is, if you don't know what preload means, the definition is in the description section, okay? There's also links in there for merchandise. My wife does a phenomenal job with the merchandise. You can see this shirt right here. Let me come closer so I can show it to you. So this is just one of them. And you can see on the back, preload. We're always preloaded. And you're always gonna hear me yelling out throttle, throttle. Just outstanding work that she's done with this merchandise. And you know what? Rather than me just talking to you about it, let me show some of it to you. I know I cut away from me talking about the description section. There's also a link in there for PayPal if you guys are interested in helping support the channel through donations. Okay, there's an address in there if you want to send me anything. There's cone course dimensions for what we do out here, the name of the exercises, and of course, whatever the video is about, that's always going to be in there, including links if it's relevant. Okay, so check out that description section. A lot of helpful information for you guys in there. Guys, always know I recognize that there's a plethora of things that you could be doing with your time, and the fact that you choose to spend a little bit of it with me, I highly appreciate that. I want to also thank you guys that do contribute to the channel through donations. It's highly appreciated, and it helps out, okay? And for the people that send me emails and comments in the comment section, and for people that join my Facebook group and Instagram, all of that stuff is appreciated, guys. You know, I appreciate the camaraderie that we share, and the closeness. Like I always say, we're preloaders, we're a family, okay? So know that you're appreciated, know that I recognize the importance in what you're doing, and I hope you do as well, and I want you to spread that word. And I've heard from a few of you guys say to me that now that you're in this world and your brain is the way it is as far as riding this motorcycle, now you're kind of paying attention to the way other people ride. And you know, I love seeing, there was an exercise I did, exercise number 4 in the last practice session, and I'm watching everybody pull up and come to a stop, and they're all doing the same thing. They're all doing the same thing. And that's what a preloader emailed to me. He wanted to let me know that now he recognized that whenever he came to a stop, and what he did, using the rear brake, putting down his left foot, and he noticed the other people 2 feet out using the front brake. So that's why we practice, and that's why I want you guys to share, okay? Share your knowledge, share this channel, share any channel that's gonna help them, okay? All right, guys, I told you this before, and I'm gonna say it again. How disciplined of a preloader are you? Check out this preloader.
Hi Robert, hi preloaders. Mike Gibson here from Lakeland, Florida. I'm inspiring to become a motor unit for my agency, and because of everything you do for the community and putting all your videos on the internet, I've learned a lot, Robert. Thank you so much. It is extremely appreciated. Today, I messed up. I hit the front brake. I knew better. I still did it, and it almost cost me an accident at low speed, by the way. So here's my 10. Take care and stay blessed.
Isn't that great? I love it. I'm never going to get sick of seeing that. I'm never going to get sick of seeing that. That's outstanding. So again, I'll say to you guys, how disciplined of a preloader are you? If you're out there riding, or if you're out there practicing and you grab your front brake through bad habit while riding slow, send me a push-up of you doing 10 push-ups next to your motorcycle, all right? Show me your preloader pride. Show me a disciplined preloader. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get set up out here. I hope that the markings that I made on the ground are still there, so it'll make things a little easier for me. And then, of course, I'm gonna do my warm-up. And then when we get our preloaders out here, you know what we do. We're gonna talk to them, find out their names, where they're from, what they're riding, how long they've been riding, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed motorcycle operation, okay? A beautiful day here in Pooler, Georgia. Looking forward to getting started, so let's do it. All right, guys, so it's 3 minutes after 9. We're gonna get started. Everybody that was supposed to be here, they're here. And then we got 2 people that showed up that technically are not supposed to be here. Because guys, I want you to remember, we're working on reservation basis now. You can't just show up here, all right? And that way I know who's coming here and I can be prepared for it, all right? But we have less than 10 people, so not a big deal. And again, this is a new process, so not gonna be too much of a stickler, all right? All right, so you know what time it is. Let's meet these guys, talk to them about them and their motorcycles and the other stuff we talk about. Uh-oh. He looks ready. He's got his hands on his hips. He's standing like a superhero, and he's got a Superman patch. So we're gonna talk to him first. I almost said your name, but I gotta stop doing that. What's your name, sir?
Frank.
Frank, where you from?
Tennessee.
All right, and Frank, how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
About 9 months.
9 months, okay. And what kind of motorcycle are you riding?
A 04 Yamaha Midnight Star 1700.
All right, let's take a look at it. Now I was talking to Frank about his motorcycle and how wide his fairing is. All right, talk now. I know you said the fairing was on the motorcycle when you got it. I know this emblem wasn't, correct?
No.
Talk to me about
this one was.
That one was. Talk to me about the Superman emblem.
Superman emblem, it's kind of my nickname. I got it when I was doing bail enforcement.
Okay.
So it kind of stuck. Gotcha.
Anything special you want to tell us about this motorcycle? Oh, I like that. Ouch.
Yeah.
What happened there?
A couple of days after I got the bike, I had a close encounter with a guardrail and
really
dinged up my gas tank. And my wife actually made this to keep it from rusting.
Your wife, is your wife here with you today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is this you, or was this on the motorcycle already?
Actually, I just put that on there.
Okay.
A couple days ago.
Thank you for your service. Whoa. Now, what is this thing? You have lights on here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Very good. You put that on?
Yeah.
Talk to me about these lights in the back. What's going on with
Lights in
that?
the back, those are not the original lights. When the bike went down, we had to replace that whole part. It bent it and tore it all to pieces.
Gotcha.
So we actually went out and bought those. My wife made those too.
Really? All right. And Frank, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
About a 3.
3 is good. 3 is not bad at all. Okay, if you would kindly pass the mic over to this young lady. What is your name?
Sabrina,
Sabrina, where are you from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Should I assume?
Yes, I'm Frank's wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you been riding a motorcycle?
8 months. I bought him that last year, and a month later I had to go get my own.
Oh, so you bought him a motorcycle first?
Yeah, for his 5 years sober, yeah.
That's what's up. All right. That's a good wife. Okay, and what are you riding today?
I'm riding an '01 Yamaha V-Star 650 Classic.
All right, so we're going to take a look at your... So while I'm looking at your motorcycle, I'm going to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
2.
Okay, 2, 3. These are good numbers, you know? And I've learned that a lot of people kind of rate themselves low. So that, you know, so you might be a 3 and Frank might be a 4. Who knows? All right? All right, it's nice to meet you both.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you out there showing these motorcycles who the boss is. All right. Guys, we got a lot of motorcycles out here. We got preloaders out here. We're going to break up this conversation right here. There you go, sir. What is your name?
I'm James.
James, where are you from?
I'm a little south of Atlanta, right out
Okay.
about 20 minutes from the airport.
Okay. And did you ride your motorcycle down here?
I sure did.
How long was that ride?
3 hours.
How was it?
Great.
Good,
Great.
good.
Great.
So if you guys don't know, James is a seasoned preloader. If you look at James's t-shirt, all right, that's one of the first ones made. Okay, there's been some modifications since then, so I appreciate James. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Absolutely.
James, how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
All totaled, probably about 2 years total. I've had that bike there since January. My
Okay.
big bike.
Since January.
Yes.
That's how long you've been riding?
That bike there.
This bike.
Yeah.
How about total? How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
Oh, about 2 years total. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of motorcycle is this?
This is a 15 Ultra Limited, and it's been dropped 20 times.
You're not dropping it, you're not riding it.
Yeah.
And you're not practicing on it, I should say. Now, I was
Right.
talking to James about, he said this came with the motorcycle. If any of you guys know, this is so odd to me. So this is solid. So I'm assuming the exhaust comes out the sides? I don't know.
I don't even know. It
How-
was on there when I bought it.
Does it sound good?
It sounds okay.
Sounds
It
okay.
doesn't sound as good as I would like them to sound, but you know.
And James told me that he changed the seat, the highway pegs, Clockworks windshield,
Yep.
and some custom dynamics lights, correct?
Yep. Everything on the front's custom dynamics.
Everything on the front is custom dynamics, very nice. Oh yes, and the fairing lights, the lower fairing lights. Good stuff, good stuff.
Yep.
All right, it looks good, James. It looks
Thank
very
you.
good.
Thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skill?
2.
2. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Nice to meet you finally, man.
Yeah, I'm their brother.
Very nice
So
to meet
happy
you.
to be here.
All right, man, all right. Okay, let's come over here. We're gonna talk to Dave. Dave parked his damn motorcycle in the woods, so. Where you from, Dave?
Right here in Pooler.
And I already said your name.
Dave. Where are you
How
going?
long have you been riding a
Oh,
motorcycle,
man, in
Dave?
the sun.
Yeah.
Dirt bike since I was 12.
Okay, and what are you riding today?
I brought my CB 360 that's kind of like a dirt bike.
Okay, we're gonna go look at it. If you guys heard me chuckle a little bit when I asked him what he's riding, it's because you never know what this guy's gonna show up on, right? The last 2 practice sessions, he's come on his Harley and did excellent. And now he's coming back to the basics of the smaller. Oh, what year is this motorcycle?
This is a 74.
74. He's always, you know, the smaller motorcycles are always in the 70s. What does the X on the headlight represent anything?
Well, back in the day, they would put the X on the headlight when they were racing. So if a rock hit the glass, it would hold the glass together.
See, guys, I don't know anything about that. He told me he parked it in the dirt because it's got knobby tires. People walk their dogs over here, so I'm not walking in the dirt. look at this seat. Look how straight it is. I mean, you can fit 3 people on that thing. That's a long seat. Well, 3 people in relatively good shape. All right, Dave, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
I think we agreed on a 5 last time.
Yes. Yes, okay, very good. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
And, all right, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with this thing.
Well, I just rebuilt the clutch, so hopefully I don't burn the clutch up.
All right, very good, very good. All right, now that you took me to the Northern Hemisphere, I gotta go back over here. There's my security. So we spoke to one David, we're gonna talk to another David. I have to come over here, so I'm not shooting in the sun.
Son. Yeah.
All right, what's your name, sir?
David.
Dave, where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
And did you ride here?
I did. I rode in yesterday.
How was that ride?
It was quiet. It was a lot of traffic, but it was okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And how long you been riding?
Since September.
Really?
Yes.
And what are you riding today?
Yamaha Stratoliner XV 1900.
Okay, we're going to take a look at it.
Sure.
All right, and for you guys that don't know, this is not Dave's first time here. Dave is very avid on my Facebook group, Preload and Keep It Loaded. Just look at this thing. I mean, and when he came last time, I was talking, hey Dave, is that the same windshield as
Yes.
before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same
I
one.
didn't remember it being that high.
Yeah, the same one.
But I said it at that last practice session. I haven't seen Dave in a while, so I'm going to say it again. It's just a sexy motorcycle.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I mean, wow.
I've been having a good time with it.
And you've been practicing a lot too.
I've been practicing quite a bit because the first time I got on it, I knew I needed to do something, otherwise I was going to get killed.
I mean, wow. I just love the... just look at it. It's so... The lines and the...
Yeah. It's inspired by Art Deco architecture and art.
Yes, that's what you told me before. I remember
Yeah.
Art Deco. And I know you did something to the bags to make them nice and shiny.
Just shoe polish.
Look at that, man.
Just shoe polish.
Right, guys? It's just sexy, man. Thank you for your
sir.
service, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, Dave, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
If I look at it, you rate yourself an 8.
Forget
I'd
about me.
say- yeah, I got a baseline.
Okay.
So I'd say probably about a 3.
Okay, very good,
About
very
3.
good. I'm glad you're back, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I don't know if I agree with that 3, but okay. Exactly. Here we go.
Morning.
What's your name, sir?
Clay.
All right, Clay, before you say anything else, I want you guys to look at Clay's t-shirt. That is just awesome. So I want to thank Clay for supporting the channel. Let's give us a twirl. Preload, guys. All right. Where you from, Clay?
Beaufort, South Carolina.
Beaufort, South Carolina. Hey, Pam, come over here. All right. From now on, guys, I'm doing this together. These guys are together. Why am I doing it separately? And yes, look at Pam's t-shirt. Just outstanding. This couple is just beautiful. All right. So you guys are from Beaufort, South Carolina. Where you going?
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't
Stay
going
right there. Yeah. No. You're both from Beaufort, South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
And your name is?
Pam.
Pam. So we got Pam and Clay from Beaufort, South Carolina. How long have you been riding a motorcycle, Clay?
A year and 3 months this time.
Pam?
Yeah, about the same.
Okay. And what are you guys riding today?
I'm riding a Harley Davidson Street 750.
And 2019 Rebel 500.
Okay, we're going to go look at it. So, if you guys are new to the channel, you don't know about Pam, you don't know about Bill saying he wanted to buy the same kind of motorcycle Pam has, which is the Rebel. Bill finally got that practice bike. Pam was under the weather, so she couldn't make it here. And I am going to ask her, because I'm curious to know what her reaction was when she saw Bill out here practicing on that motorcycle. But when she came here today, I'm going to show you what she did. So we were standing over here, and she was walking in this direction. That's Bill's motorcycle right there. And I was like, hi, Pam. And she just went like this. Yeah, hi. She didn't even look. And she went right to his motorcycle. So she is serious. She is serious. All right, so.
Got a nice bike.
Yeah, of course you're going to say he's got a nice bike. So, all right, this is Clay's bike. And right next to it is Pam's bike.
He was riding with my brother.
Notice where Pam parked
Days after he got his bike.
and where Bill's parked. She doesn't even want to be close to him.
If I would have saw it.
Lost it and the bike went up under it.
Okay, and then Clay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills?
I would say a 5.
Very good. Pam, how about you?
3.
Okay, Pam always answers this question with an upward inflection in her voice, like it's a question. 3? Okay, listen, they're both good. You guys are going to see if you don't know already. Always glad to have you guys back. And again, thank you both for supporting the channel.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, who do we have left? Now we got to leave security Bill a sec. We got to leave him last. You see, he's got that exposed. He's ready. What's your name, sir?
George.
George, where you from?
Savannah, Puller.
Very good. How long you been riding a motorcycle?
30 years.
Okay.
In a straight line.
In a straight line. And what are you riding today?
2015 Ultra Limited CVO.
That's right. That's what I was waiting to hear. CVO. All right. Now, Jorge's been here before as well. Hasn't been here in a little while. He's pretty good on this motorcycle. I'm glad that he's back. I want you guys to see a motorcycle of this size out here. Again, I always tell you guys, it's all about the technique, so it doesn't really matter. And he's pretty good on it. And when he pulled up today, I watched him park the motorcycle. I always watch the people pulling in park. It tells you a lot. She looks good, Jorge.
Thank you.
Look at this, guys. I mean, this is a cockpit. We got all these screens. That's the phone, and then we got obviously this screen. It's a cockpit. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed operating skills?
I'll go with a 3.
All right, 3's good, man. Good to have you back.
First one to drop the bike.
Well, listen, par for the course. Par for the course. Always good to see you, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys, and last but certainly not least, we got Security Bill. He's always engaged in conversation when we walk up to him. All right, what's your name, sir?
Bill.
Bill, where you from?
Alabama, Georgia. No stuttering.
No stuttering. Okay, good. You got it down packed now where he's from. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
20. All my life on and off, but I took a 20-year absence till last year.
Okay, and what are you riding today?
2019 Honda Rebel.
Bam, and there it is. AKA?
Practice bike.
There we go. Was this, yeah, the windshield was on last time, right?
No, I got that.
Oh, I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay.
Give Clay credit for that, for sending me the link to get it. So.
All right, Clay, thank you. This is what I'm talking about, preloaders, helping each other out. Very good. Does it make a difference? Because I know you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, Bill, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed motorcycle operating skills? Pam's ears just went up. Okay, give us a number.
3.5 on this bike.
3.5. Okay, very good. All right, 3.5. So you heard that. I know Pam heard that. Pam said 3, he said 3.5. But listen, like I said, this is not a competition, all right? I'm just having a little fun with these guys. But all right, we're gonna get started. We got 1 through 9 out here and a bonus. And we have great weather, good people, so we're gonna have a good time. The video already. I mean, I have to look at that 2 ways. I know everybody's not watching every part of my videos, but here's what I will say. The videos are educational. If you want to actually learn something, you can't skip through it and think you're going to get everything, right? And this skill, it takes time, right? And sometimes it could be one little piece of information that'll make the light bulb go off. And if you skip through it, you're going to miss it. So please, at least go through a whole video before you send me questions. Because if it's in a video, I'm just going to send you a link to the video, which still takes some of my time, all right? Time's important, all right? It really is important. Time is money, as they say. Am I charging for this? Not yet, but it's coming. All right, so exercise number 1, so important, starting and stopping, because we do it every day we're riding, right? Okay, here are the keys. You guys are gonna go all the way down there, all the way down there. And then you're gonna come back towards me. I'm gonna be standing over here. I want you to get up to 2nd gear, all right? And then when you start slowing down, however you wanna slow down, that's fine. You wanna do some engine braking, that's fine. Front brake is fine, front and rear, whatever. It shouldn't be rear only. Somebody did that and they were like locking up the rear wheel. So you don't wanna do that. Remember, the front brake is for stopping. That's your power stopping. Your rear brake is for control. So everything we do out here is controlled riding. So that's why we use the rear brake. So once you get to about 10 miles per hour, 15, 10 miles per hour, that's when you're on the rear brake only. Only. If I see you grab the front brake, we talked about that. All right. If I see you pull up and you don't grab it, but your fingers are resting on it, which a lot of people do, I'm just going to go, I'm just going to remove them just to remind you. It's a habit. I understand. All right. And like I always tell Bill, everything we do out here is slow and controlled. We don't do anything herky-jerky. If you do something herky-jerky, the motorcycle doesn't like that. And it's going to tell you, I don't like that. It's going to buck you off of it maybe, right? So nice and easy. So when you're coming to a stop, by now I think we all should know our brakes. Nice and easy, right? So you come to a controlled stop. And like I tell Bill, you know when the motorcycle is going to stop because you're controlling it. Then your foot comes out. Nice and easy, right? Then when it's time for you to go, preload and keep it loaded. So important. Listen to your engine. And guys, this is the fundamentals right here for everything else we do out here. Now, I've noticed a lot of people also, exercise number one, they'll come to a stop. They'll take their right foot off the rear brake and just check real quick to make sure they're in first gear. Because that's step number one in everything we do. Make sure you're in first gear. So if you get in the habit of doing that, that's good. We want to create good habits. And those good habits over time are going to overshadow the bad habits. They'll disappear. Okay? So anyway, preload, keep it loaded, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Slowly. And the reason that's key is because that comes in handy in exercise number 4 when you're doing right and left turns from a stop. If you let the clutch out too fast, that's when you get that burst of speed and then people go up. First thing they do when they get that burst of speed is they straighten out the handlebars. That's why you see people going straight instead of turning. But we'll talk about that. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your foot and move on with your life. All right? Everybody okay with that? Any questions? All right, we all know Pam's first. Pam, they were missing.
Nope. Ain't happening.
Pam's first. Pam, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Your name is above mine in the alphabet.
And not only that, last week, I said to these guys before that the guys got to step up. Because when you and Robin were here, y'all were knocking it out the park. I'm not talking about your skill only. I'm talking about your knowledge and what we're doing. You saw the video when I asked them to go through the steps. They were lost. Exercise number 4. How many steps?
8.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you're first. Really? Pam said, why am I first? Pam's always going to be first, especially since she's been here so much. She knows what to do. So everybody can watch what she does and then follow it. So we got exercise number 1 here, start and stop. Excellent, Pam. You can park. Nice preload. All right, now we got Clay. Perfect, you can park. This is, who is this? Is that Dave? Yeah, that's Dave, I can tell. Nice and quiet. Oh no, that's not Dave, that's Sabrina. Nice, Sabrina.
Back down there?
No, you're good, you can park. Preload. Preload, preload, see? Preload, Sabrina. Now I'm gonna make you do it again.
Yeah, now I gotta get back in neutral.
All right. We're gonna have her do it again. So this is her husband, Frank. Very good. Preload. Keep it loaded. Preload, preload, preload. Keep that load up. Have him do it again too. You see, guys, this is why we do this first, the fundamentals, because if you stall out in the turn, you're gonna drop the motorcycle. Look at Dave here. Sexy ass motorcycle. Nice, Dave, you can park. Hear that preload? It doesn't have to be really high, but it has to be something steady. It has to be higher than idle, so that if it drops, you're still good. This is Security Bill on the practice bike. Nice, Bill. You can park. All right, we got James here. James is a seasoned preloader. Nice, James. Keep that brake covered. Okay, take off. Very good. Meep, meep. Here comes the other Dave. Hey, James. You can park. Okay, this is Jorge, aka George, aka Tupac. Downshift, very good. All right, you can park. I had to, Pam was laughing because she saw me take Jorge's fingers off his front brake. He didn't pull it though. All right, you know I was coming for those fingers. All right, preload, good, you can park, much better. Good, preload, keep it loaded. So you hear that, guys? You hear that? Chug, 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 chug. If you hear that, your load is too low. You have to keep it loaded, okay? All right, we're not gonna have him do it again, but we're gonna talk about it some more. Exercise number 2, slow ride. All right, guys, bread and butter. That's what that is. That's bread and butter. All right, so everybody did great. A couple of people were on the cusp. The fingers were on the lever for the front brake, but it was not grabbed. So that's good. All right, that's how we start. So the last practice session we had, there were a couple of people getting annoyed. And they were getting annoyed because they went to put their foot down, but they didn't put the foot down. And I'm here to tell you that if you go to put your foot down, and instead of putting your foot down, you open up your clutch hand and put your foot back on your floorboard or the peg, that is a huge accomplishment. Because what you did is you had the battle of fighting an instinct and you won that battle. That's how this starts, okay? It's easy to just put your foot down and resort to that, but the fact that you don't do it, I don't want you to, come on guys, all right? That's just awesome. So, and I'm always looking. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at anything that you do that's going in the right direction. And I'm gonna let you know about it, and I'm gonna let all the preloaders know about it too, because you're not the only one going through it, guarantee you. Now, when we first started this, tell me your name again. Which one? Frank. I knew it was Frank. All right, Frank. Frank's throttle was too low, right, on the takeoff. And Sabrina the first time too. That's why the motorcycle stalled. So we have him do it again. And the second time Frank went, you heard his motorcycle, If you hear that, it's just about ready to shut off. Get that preload up. I want you to listen. Your motorcycle sounds good too. Yours too, Sabrina. So it's easy for you to hear it and know if it's high enough or if it's too low. I also want to say that exercise number 1 comes into play every time you move that motorcycle. So for instance, when we say, all right, we're going to do the next exercise, and it's right here. Dave's right here. Dave is doing exercise number 1 from there to here. He's never putting his feet out. We're not walking the motorcycle. That's why it's got gas, it's got an engine. Let it do the work. So he's going to make sure he's in first gear. He's going to preload and keep it loaded. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, he's going to pick his foot up. And then basically at that point, he's going to be doing exercise number 2, which is what we're going to do next. From there to here. So even if you're moving from this line to that line, same thing. You're always doing the same thing. Preload, keep it loaded. because I think that's what I mean when I say no matter what we do, this is where it starts. Exercise number 1. All right? Any questions about that? All right. You guys look good, man. And Dave, just sexy, man. I'm talking about the motorcycle. I'm not saying Dave is not sexy, but it's not my place. It's not my place to call Dave sexy, but the motorcycle is sexy.
Don't let anybody know about this. All right?
All right. So, speaking of exercise number 2, that's what we're doing next. So exercise number 1 is simulating you stopping at a stop sign or a red light and then taking off, right? Exercise number 2 is the same thing, but when you start moving, you're moving into traffic now. So you're staying in the friction zone. So you're still making sure you're in first gear first. Preload, keep it loaded. We always do that. And as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, you pick up your foot, but you're staying in the friction zone. Now I'm gonna walk alongside you. That's kind of the speed you should be trying to go. And the purpose of this exercise is I want to get you to feel like you want to put your foot down. And instead of putting your foot down, I just want you to let the clutch out a little bit. Remember, does everybody know what, you guys know what preload and keep it loaded means? Okay. Keeping it loaded is very important. All right, preload's good. I was looking at some of my old videos where I used to just say preload. And I was just watching the video last night. I said preload and keep it loaded, and I said I got to start saying that, and that's why that's what I say now, because it's so important. So when you're doing this, you're keeping it loaded. Find a nice spot on your clutch, on your throttle, and keep it there. Not too high. Sometimes Clay's throttle is too high. All right. Find a happy medium. Keep it there. Wherever your clutch is, keep it there. You're going to be relying on your rear brake to control your speed. Now, if you're somebody that has more experience and you want to incorporate the clutch as well, you can do that too. Whatever you want to use, fine. My job, it's not really a job, but my goal is to simplify this as much as possible for you. So if I can eliminate some stuff, that's what I'm going to do. So if you get your throttle to a nice spot, keep your clutch where you have, you feel that power, right? You're on the rear brake, let off the rear brake, see if the motorcycle moves. If it does, stay there. And then you're good, right? If you need a little bit more power, open up the clutch a little bit more, okay? All right, everybody clear about that? I want you to, if you do this and you're going like this, in a straight line, you're going too fast, okay? And lastly, I know it's an oxymoron, or at least it seems that way. If I'm saying to you while I'm walking next to you, slow down, throttle, slow down, I'm not telling you to go faster. Remember, throttle, yes, throttle doesn't mean speed, it just means power. I need you to raise your RPMs so that when you need the power, it's there. Everybody clear about that? All right. Preloaders, well, you're already mounted up except one of you. And you know why Dave's not sitting on his motorcycle? You saw the seat. It's not testicle happy. So I want you guys to, you can actually line up by these cones down here. I'm going to go down there with you, and we're just going to ride in this direction. Okay, we'll probably only do this once unless we need to do it more than once. All right, let's do it. Let's go for a walk. Now, I always have to slow down when I'm walking next to Pam doing this. And when Pam first got here, she was actually doing this exercise. That's when I said she was showing off. Excellent, Pam, you can park. Excellent. All right, you guys know this guy's a troublemaker and follow the leader. As far as I'm concerned, that's what he's practicing for right now. Look at this. You hear his brake, he's using that rear brake, throttle's at a nice level. Head and eyes are straight ahead. Good job, Clay. Get on the other side so I can see his foot is on the rear brake, and it is. See how his throttle is not high, but more importantly, it's steady. Excellent, Dave. You can park. Excellent. Slow, controlled. Sabrina, let's do it. Stop. Put that foot on that rear brake. That's where it stays because you're going to be using it the whole time. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Preload, preload, preload. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep that loaded. Keep it loaded. You're good. Good. Cover that rear brake. Preload, preload. Slow down. Get that RPMs up. Get them up. A little too low. All right, go around. Let's do it again. She's got to keep the RPMs up. Remember, that's why you want to be higher. 1800, 15, 1800, 2000, depends on your motorcycle. Because if you're too low and it deviates, that's when you're going to have problems. You need to leave room for error. Okay, let's do it, Frank. Preload, preload. Slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Slow down. Good. Good. All right, one more time. Good job. All right. You ready? I don't know why I just did that. Cover that rear brake. All right, because we're using it. Preload. And keep it loaded. All right, let's do it. Give me some more preload. Okay. Slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Good, slow down. There we go. It's okay, remember when you feel that, uh-oh, just open up the clutch hand because you're keeping it loaded. Pick up from here. Slow down. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right, let's try it again. Very good. And that's how it should look. Your handlebar should be, you should be trying to work it out. You don't want to be going so fast that you can kind of go straight. Good job, Jorge, you can park. You hear his RPMs going up and down, because he's recognizing when it's low and then he's adjusting. That's the key. You got to keep the RPMs up. You have to keep that power available to the rear wheel so you can just open up your clutch hand and you're good. Oh yeah. Now you guys can see, based on the X on the headlight, that this motorcycle is getting ready to be in a race. But not here, because this is slow speed motorcycle operation. So the race is to see who can go the slowest. Good job, Dave, you can park. Very good, Bill. See, you heard his RPMs go down? The RPMs go down, the foot goes down. His RPMs were good. The RPMs were good, and then the foot went down. Dave can't stay off that grass because he got the knobby wheels. All right, Sabrina, before you even move, preload and keep it there. Like when I see your hand go like this, I shouldn't see it go like that. It stays like that. Preload. Okay. Give me a little more. Okay. Keep your foot on that rear brake. You're using it the whole time. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Good. Keep the engine loaded. Much better. Slow down, slow down. Good. Let the clutch out if you feel like you're going to fall, and you're good. You all right? All right. I see you doing the... Don't worry about it. We're in a controlled environment. All right? Everything's fine. Okay? And again, if we ever get to something that you go, I'm not doing that, you're not doing that. You're in control. All right? You want to do it again? Okay. You can park. Cover that rear brake. Yeah, I can see Sabrina is stressed already. And I want to kind of get her out of that. I want her to relax. I want her to know everything's gonna be all right. All right, Frank. Okay, good. You covering the rear brake? You're already preloaded. Good, let's go. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Slow down. All right, you can park. Load it, load it, load it. You gotta keep that bike loaded. All right, James. Preload. Keep it there. All right, let's go. Slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Slow down, slow down. You're not covering the rear brake. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do it again, James. I want him to do it again because right from the start, the rear brake's not being covered. And then while he's riding, he's not covering the rear brake. Got to cover the rear brake. That's where your control is. Remember, if you just close your clutch hand, that's just going to take power away. It's not going to actually make you start stopping. You need to use the rear brake if you really want to control your speed. All right, see how your foot is? That's how it's going to be all day today. All right, it's never going to be off that rear brake. All right, preload, keep it loaded. All right, let's do it. Right from the start on that rear brake. More brake, more brake. Keep it loaded. You're good, you can start from there. Rear brake, cover it. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down, slow down. More brake, good, throttle, throttle, throttle. Slow down, slow down. Throttle, throttle, throttle. All right. All right, guys, we're gonna move to exercise number 3, trust and believe, but we're gonna talk about this one first. All right, so you guys see how important, you learn it right here, how important power to the rear wheel is. And like I was telling Sabrina, and like I tell everybody, this is not a class, this is a practice session. So you do what you wanna do, what you feel comfortable doing, and if at a certain point you go, you know what, we had one preloader here, Marshall, I remember she did exercise number 1, she did exercise number 2, she did exercise number 3, and she shut it down. I just saw she needed to practice exercise number 2, and that's what she did. And then she snuck in there and she was doing the serpentine. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it. Because in that little bit of time of her practicing this, she got a little bit more confident. She said, yeah, let me go and try that, all right? So Frank and Sabrina, that rear wheel, and James a couple of times, and Sabrina too, foot not on the rear brake. Remember, make sure you're in first gear. The second step is cover the rear brake. Cover it means keep your foot on it. That's how your foot's going to be all day today. All day. There's never going to be a reason to take it off because everything we're doing is slow speed. Now, when we go on to the follow the leader thing and I kind of get up to speed, okay, if you want to take your foot off, then fine, because you're not going to be using it. But for the most part, keep it on there. Remember, if you want to try to do these exercises, if you have this skill level where you're not using your rear brake, but you're just using the clutch, fine. But realize that pulling in your clutch just takes power away from your rear wheel. It doesn't stop you. Eventually it will, but you need to stop immediately. That's why you're on that rear brake. So when you're doing this exercise, if you saw Jorge going through this and Dave, pretty much everybody, you saw the handlebars going like this. And that's what should be happening because that's how slow you should be going, where you feel like you need to turn your handlebars to keep you balanced. If you're going straight, you're going too fast. Okay, and the purpose of that exercise is I want you to feel like, uh-oh. And then instead of putting your foot down, just open up your clutch hand because you're preloaded. So I had to tell you guys a couple of times, keep it up, preloaded, not keep it up. Preloaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. It's important, remember, I told Sabrina, if your hand goes like this, and when it's time for you to move, I shouldn't see your hand go like this. If your hand goes like that, keep your hand there. And if it feels awkward, start with your hand like this and then turn it a little bit. Remember, you don't need a lot of power. It just needs to be steady, all right? And it should be Everybody's motorcycle is different, 15 to 1800 RPMs, okay? Just enough so that if you have a uh-oh moment, or if it deviates, because it's going to deviate, you're still good, all right? All right. Any questions? All right, so now we're going to step it up a notch, all right? And I say that only because this exercise was to get you to feel uh-oh, and instead of putting your foot down, letting your clutch out. Exercise number 3 is trust and believe. You have to trust and believe. And this exercise to me is so important because it really, everything builds off of all of this. If you really trust and believe, it makes other stuff easier, right? So I remember the last practice session, Rich, he was on that M109. And there was a few times when I said to myself, oh, he's going down. But I clearly saw him open up his clutch hand. It picks up, you guys know that if that motorcycle, at least my motorcycle, if your motorcycle is laying on the side, you can actually pick it up just by throttling it, as long as you throw some weight that way, right? So I want you to know that that power to the rear wheel is so important. Now, I always say that I can tell you to do something, but the more you practice, you're going to realize that you might have to do something a little bit different depending on what situation you're in. So if I tell you, yeah, you don't need to give a lot of power, you don't. But if you're doing trust and believe and you, like I always say, I don't want you to count to 5 Mississippi when you pick your foot up. If the motorcycle starts to fall and you open up the clutch a little bit, your throttle is low, you're going to be fine. If the motorcycle is like this, yeah, you're going to have to open up that clutch and you might even have to give some throttle to get it, to pick it back up. But trust and believe, it's going to pick up, all right? I don't know if you guys know, but if you drive a rear wheel drive car, and if you're going around a turn, I used to do this just for the fun of it in New York in the snow, and the ass of the car starts to go out, you counter steer, right? How do you correct that car? How do you get it to go back the way you want it to go? Now, people that don't know, the first thing they do is they hit the brake. That's just going to make it keep skidding out. When in actuality, you're supposed to hit the gas. It will straighten it right back out. Same concept here. If you feel a motorcycle, uh-oh, the answer is not to pull the clutch in. It's let the clutch out because you're already preloaded. You have that power already, okay? It's important I say that because if somebody says, oh, I opened up my clutch, it didn't work. Were you loaded? All right. Okay, so I do this all the time. I say, Robert, start this on the motorcycle because I want to demonstrate to you what I'm talking about. Oh, boy. All right, exercise number 3. Pam, please tell us, oh, she has her hands up, 5 steps. Okay, so you know what? I'm not even going to have Pam do it. I'm just going to tell you guys because I know she knows. Okay, and Bill's probably cursing me out because Bill probably studied because he thought I was going to ask him, and I'm not even going to ask him now. All right, 5 steps, all right? Now, thanks to Robin gave us the rectangle, okay? And it starts at the bottom. The first step is always make sure you're in first gear, all right? So that's the bottom left. Step number 2 is cover the rear brake. So we go across, you're covering the rear brake. And then you just go straight up. Step 3 is preload and keep it loaded. Now, and keep it loaded is more important here than, well, I'm not gonna say it's more important, but it's extremely important, okay? Then we come across to the top left, bring the clutch right before the sweet spot. And why are we going right before the sweet spot? Because if we want that power, we don't want to be searching for it. We want it right there. And then step 5 is just pick up your foot. Now, I want you guys to trust and believe. So I don't want the motorcycle moving an inch until you bring your foot up on the floorboard. Also, I don't want you to pick your foot up and then just go. I want you to feel the motorcycle falling. If you don't feel the motorcycle falling, it's defeating the purpose of this exercise. I need your brain to connect falling with this. So you have to feel it, okay? Also, remember, step number 2 is cover the rear brake because this is still slow speed stuff. So when you start to move, as soon as you start to move, you're moving controlled. And what is the rear brake for? Control. So when you do move, like I'm getting ready to demonstrate it right now. Jorge's right in front of me. I'm not worried about hitting him. I'm not worried about hitting Dave just in case I lean to the right because I'm on the rear brake right away. All right, so. Make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. So when I say clutch right before the sweet spot, I always let my foot off the rear brake a little bit so I can see when my motorcycle starts to move. And now I know that's right before the sweet spot. I'm gonna pick up my left foot. I'm already on that rear brake. As soon as the motorcycle starts to fall, just open up my clutch hand. I'm controlled, see? I'm controlled. You're always in control. I want you to see my foot. First gear, cover the rear brake, preload, keep it loaded, clutch right before the sweet spot, pick up my left foot, control. So I noticed, I also want to point out that this is only done here. When we go to step number 4 and step number 5, you're not picking up your foot first. You're doing the same thing you were doing in exercise number 1. You're slowly releasing the clutch into the friction zone, and when you feel the motorcycle move, then pick up your foot. But for here, this is specifically to get you to practice feeling uh-oh with opening your hand, all right? And that's all this is. Now, I also noticed that in exercise number 2, when I say, okay, let's go for a walk, a lot of you guys started like, because you want to feel some speed right away because it makes you feel more comfortable. And I'm here to let you know, you saw how you were riding in exercise number 2. That starts right from the stop. You don't have to be moving first. So my point is, as long as there's power to that rear wheel and you're controlling it with the rear brake, you don't have to start off fast. That's why people mess up the right turns and the left turns. They start off like this. You don't have to, not jerky, nice and easy. See, nice and easy, nice and easy. And then you're good. Use the rear brake to control it. Use the handlebars to, help you out. You're good, all right? All right, any questions? All right, Pam, no pressure. But Bill's watching you. Bill's always watching.
Bill, you need to be second.
Bill said, no, he ain't going second. Let it out, let it out. Good. Oh. Hey, I know she felt that forward because I felt it. In my mind, I was like, let it out. Nice stop. Like I said, everything we do is slow and controlled.
Ah, Robert.
Just
I trusted though.
you did trust. Let's keep it loaded though. There we go. Very nice approach. Very nice. Let it out, let it out. Good, good. He was moving a little bit. Nice. And I know Jorge's good at that. See how controlled he was? All right, Dave is an expert at this now, so. There we go. All right. First gear. All right, cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. Right before the sweet spot. Pick up your foot and then let that out. Let it out, let it out. Keep it loaded. All right, that's not bad. You got to keep that throttle up though. The important part is the trust and believe part. That part, no problem. All right, good. You're in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. Make sure you keep it loaded. Give me a little more. Okay, good. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear it. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Okay, good. That's your sweet spot right there. All right, give me a little bit more load. Rear brake, rear brake. Don't let the motorcycle move. Rear brake. You're moving. You're moving. Okay. And then pick up that left foot. Open up that clutch. Make sure your throttles. Keep it loaded. Let it out. Give me some more throttle. Keep that throttle up. It's too low. Higher. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. Keep it up, keep it loaded. Okay, we're getting there. Gotta keep that throttle up. All right. Very good. Preload, keep it loaded. Get that clutch right before the sweet spot. Don't move. That rear brake is going to make sure you don't move. Let it out. All right, let's do it again. Just remember, open that hand. Keep it loaded though. Let it go. Yeah, as soon as you
Lean that way.
it doesn't matter. As soon as it feels like it's gonna fall, make sure you get this. It's too low. Throttle's too low. Keep it right there. Keep it there. As soon as you feel like you're gonna fall, open up your hand. Open it. Good. There you go. Nice approach, Bill. Nice approach. I don't have to say nothing to you. You know what you're doing. Nice, Bill. All right, Pam, after this one, exercise number 4. Let it out. Good. All right, there we go. Keep it loaded. Perfect. 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 David, what he's doing is perfect. From the start to the stop. Everything perfect. All right, Dave. Use that rear brake to make sure you're not moving. Good. All right, Jorge. You make it look easy. Nice. So you see what he did? He started moving a little bit, so he stopped. So remember, keep it loaded. You're going to use that rear brake to make sure you don't move until you pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. It's too low. Good. Keep it like that. Pick up that foot. Open up that hand when you start falling. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right, nice approach, Sabrina. That was good. Make sure you keep that throttle up. You're going to keep that rear brake covered so that it doesn't move until you pick your foot up. Let me see something. Sometimes people have a sensitive throttle. Yeah, it's very sensitive.
Yeah, and it gets stuck sometimes.
Oh, well, the good thing is your clutch is determining how much you're actually giving. Okay. So yeah, her throttle is very sensitive. You move it a millimeter, you got 3,000 RPMs. But that's okay. We don't mind too much power right here. Let it out. Okay. If you feel like you need to put your feet down, just open up that hand and make sure you keep it loaded and you'll be fine. Trust and believe. Pick up that, yeah, oh, keep it loaded. You heard your throttle go down? Keep it loaded. I don't care if it's high. Just don't want it low. Keep it loaded. Let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. First gear, very good. Cover the rear brake. Preload. Keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Keep it loaded. Good, let it out, let it out. Keep it loaded, let it out. good. You're good. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Give me some more. It's too low. It's too low. Okay. Good. Let it out. Let it out. Listen to your engine. You can hear it. That's too low. So give it some more. Good. More. Throttle. Throttle. Yeah, you hear it. It's like da 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 da. It's too low. So if you got to go high, go high. All right, she's got to work at that. Nice. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, James. All right, just so you know, you owe me 10 push-ups. Because you just stopped this motorcycle with the front brake. And it's easy to know because both your feet are on the ground while you're moving. All right, preload, first gear, very good. Cover the rear brake. Use that rear brake to make sure you're not moving until you pick up that foot. Keep it loaded, so important. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Let it out, let it out. Beautiful. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. James, you go home now. Drop the mic. You did that perfect. All right, Bill's still not trusting and believing. All right, we're going to go to exercise number 4, right turns and left turns from a stop. Exercise number 4, right turns / left turns from a stop. Jorge had to leave, so, and then there were, however many we are, 8. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, this should be something that's so simplistic, but people have problems with it. And why? Because of pretty much what we talked about over there. All right, so what I am going to go over with you guys briefly are what I consider the keys to success here. First thing, ride a Honda Rebel. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, but speed is not your friend out here for anything we do. So what I am going to tell you is the turn that you guys are making here is you're turning into 7.5 feet. It's plenty of space for what you're doing, but not if you're going fast. All right, so remember what we talked about. We talked about you guys, when you first initially start taking off, that you don't need that burst of speed. Trust me, you'll find as long as there's power going back there and you're controlling it with the rear brake. So as long as you start like that, when you guys approach here, please, I want you to approach in the middle. You're not pulling a trailer. You don't have to come all the way over here to make this left turn. Plus, I've seen people do that, and then when they have to put their foot down, they put their foot on the cone. I don't want anybody getting hurt, okay? And if you put your foot on that and it slides out, you know, so just to be safe, trust me, you're okay in the middle. First time you guys come through here, I just want you to go straight through, all right? As I've stated before, I want to say it again, you do not need to lean your motorcycle in exercises 1 through 4. No lean required, okay? Now, when I tell you to go straight through, some people are gonna lean, I know it, all right? Some people are gonna probably hit these outside cones, and that's fine, that's why we practice. So, somebody sent me a message, and I forgot what they said, but the most important part of what they said was that something went wrong, but they knew what they did wrong. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake as long as you know what you did when you made it, so that you can go back and correct it. You might not correct it the first time you retry it, but eventually you're gonna get it because you know what you have to do, right? And sometimes it's a lot harder. You know what you want to do, you know what you have to do. Pam could give me all 8 steps and still screw it. She won't, but somebody can know all 8 steps and still mess this up, because it's one thing to know it and it's another thing to get your brain to apply it, all right? So what I'm going to tell you is when you come here, actually, let's go through the steps, all right? Like I said, I'm giving Pam the day off. She wasn't feeling well. Maybe that's why she wasn't feeling well. Too much pressure. Okay, so there are 8 steps in this exercise, and the first 4 steps are the same as exercise number 3. Step number 1, make sure you're in first gear. So important, okay? That's the first thing we do all the time. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. I saw a couple of you guys, still, you're getting ready to take off, you know, and your foot is off the rear brake. Cover it means your foot's always on it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're applying pressure. But remember, we don't do anything herky-jerky. So if something feels like, uh-oh, and now you want to cover the rear brake, you're going to jab at it. And again, like I said, we do everything slow and controlled, right? So cover the rear brake. James owes me 10 push-ups. He owes me 10 push-ups because he's approaching exercise number 3 and his foot's nowhere near the rear brake. And then both his feet are down, so then the motorcycle comes to a stop. Well, how did that happen? All right? Okay. So, yes. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. Step number 3, preload and keep it loaded. All right? And Sabrina, I know you heard, now her throttle is very sensitive. Like you can move it a millimeter and you're up to 5,000 RPMs. And you said it also sticks too, right? Yeah, that's definitely something you want to get looked at because that could be dangerous. But remember, if you're in the control, you're always in control of the speed of the motorcycle with the clutch. So even if her RPMs are real high, she's controlling how much goes through to the rear wheel, okay? So we're gonna preload and keep it loaded. Now, we were doing that going straight. Everything we were doing, we were going straight. Now we're incorporating a turn. So if you do not keep it loaded when you start to turn, motorcycle's gonna fall, all right? Or it's a chance it's gonna fall. Because again, you don't have to lean here, okay? All right. Every time I start talking in between the steps, I forget where the hell I was, but I know we're at preload and keep it loaded. That's step number 3. Step number 4. Head and eyes. Look in the direction that you want to go. Now, I'm also going to say, you notice that Dave looked at Bill. Anybody else would have given up on Bill. I'm not giving up. Head and eyes. But I will be honest. I always am honest. Sometimes I'm too honest. The fact that Bill did exercises 1 through 9 last week, he's never going to turn his head now. He's never going to turn his head. Because in his mind, I did it. But what the hell do I need to turn my head for? But what I'm trying to get through to Bill is, if Bill's making a U-turn out in the real world, and he needs to go this way, and his head's buried, by the time he sees what's coming, it might be too late. So you want to get in the habit of looking where you're going. Okay. Head and eyes, look in the direction you want to go. I didn't say this earlier, but your head and your eyes, it's applicable to everything out here, from exercises 1 through 9. Because believe it or not, when you keep your head and your eyes up, it helps with your balance, right? You don't want to be looking down. No reason to look down. I'm glad a preloader called Bill out on that crap, talking about I'm a truck driver, and you know, we got to look down so we can see. Come on now. No. I had like 3,000 preloaders that are truck drivers email me. Bill's full of crap. I said, I know. He tried it though. Okay. No, I'm wrong actually. Step number 4. No, I was right. All right. Step number 4 is clutch right before the sweet spot. All right. Clutch right before the sweet spot is step number 4. Step number 5, head and eyes, look where you want to go. Step number 6, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Okay. Slowly. And remember, when you're doing that, you're on that rear brake. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, that's step number 7. You pick up your left foot, you're on that rear brake, your head's already turned. And then step number 8, you just turn the handlebars, okay? Now, I always say 3 things are gonna control the radius of your turn. Your speed, how much you turn your handlebars, and how much you lean the motorcycle. I'm happy to report to you, you don't have to worry about any of that in this exercise because we're not going fast. You don't have to fully lock the handlebars, and you don't have to lean, okay? Beautiful, all right? All right, so you don't even have to worry about that. We'll talk about that stuff later on, all right? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so I'm gonna run through this. First time, straight through. Second time, I want you guys to stop at the white line. Now, if you stop here, I'm just gonna go, come on. Because trust me, none of this is set up so that you can do rodeo police stuff, all right? Everything it's already been factored in. And what I mean by that is, if you stop at this line, and then when you first start to move, your motorcycle goes straight. Remember, you're on the rear brake, that's your control. You're still fine. You still have plenty of space. You still don't have to do anything crazy. I will say, if you come right here, your handlebar should already be turned anyway, you're good. If you come here, if you started from here, you'd have to turn the handlebars first. If you start from here, now you got to do the trust and believe thing, but you got to turn the handlebars first, let the motorcycle fall, and then let the clutch out and go. All right? We're not doing that. Okay? We're not doing that. But I want you to know that there's room for you to go straight first. if you slowly release the clutch into the friction zone and you're on that rear brake, you won't feel that. Because what happens is people feel that and they go, oh shit. And when they feel the OSHA, they open the clutch, too much speed, they go out right here. Or they're looking down and they open the clutch. All those things are not going to work out. And I know it feels awkward to look that way. You want to look down. Picture yourself in your car. Nobody's looking down at their gauges to make a turn. You look, you turn. Same thing with the motorcycle. Your hands are going to take care of everything. Don't worry about it. I assure you, everything's going to work out. Now I'm going to make this left turn, and of course I'm going to exaggerate it. You don't have to go that slow, but my point is I'm trying to show you that you don't have to lean the motorcycle. I'm showing you that it's in control. Make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Rear brake. Now I can come off the rear brake. I'm good. Right now, I'm on the rear brake right now the whole time. It's controlling me. It's helping me control. And now I'm good. So I don't want you guys turning too early. I don't want you clipping the inside cone, okay? Nice and easy. Make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Head and eyes, look where I want to go. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up my left foot. Turn the handlebars. Not a full lock, not a lean. And I want you to see that when I first start, remember, I'm not starting with the handlebars turned, I'm starting with them straight. The other thing I want to say is, I want you guys to, everything is subtle like that we do. So remember, we're not doing exercise number 3, so I don't want you to pick your foot up before the motorcycle moves. Also, when we're making a left turn, your left foot's on the ground, so your motorcycle's already a little lean to the left. So when you pick up your left foot, if you feel, uh-oh, all that is exercise number 2 or number 3. Don't worry about it. The power is gonna take care of that. Bless you. Now, when you make a right turn, your left foot's down. So some people feel it helps you to kind of push the motorcycle a little. All right, just push it a little bit, just a little when you start. So if I start moving straight first, preload, clutch right before the sweet spot. If I pop the clutch out, right, now I got too much speed. Now I did that on purpose. I actually let my foot off the rear brake. The point is, even if you pop the clutch out, the rear brake is controlling you. I'm gonna open the clutch up all the way here. Rear brake, right? The rear brake is the reason I'm not moving. So it's always gonna control me. So if I start out a little too fast, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. If I feel like I'm a 4, open up the clutch hand, right? All right. All right, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, first time through, go straight through, don't stop, not too fast. Left turn and then the right turn, and then the next time, stop at the line. We'll go from there, all right? Down up, preloaders. Very good, Pam. Now you notice Clay leans here. Dave's got a lean. Very nice. Throttle, throttle. Got to keep it loaded. So important. I thought Dave was getting ready to do some tricks. Head and eyes, Sabrina. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Nice, James. Head and eyes, Bill. turning too early, too early. Nice, Sabrina. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very good. James, very good. That's how Clay starts out every practice session. All right, we're just working it out. Very good, Pam. All right, you did both of those turns excellent. Now just do the same thing from a stop, that's all. All right, head and eye, Sabrina. Make sure you're looking over there. I want you looking over there before you even move. Don't look down at anything on the motorcycle. Don't look at my cones, they don't like it. All right, come on back. Remember what I said, look before you even move. You're still looking this way. I want you to lower your IQ 50 points, because it seems a little crazy to be like this, but that's how I want you to be.
I make sharp turns like this all the time. It's because you're telling me to do it today.
All right, I'm not going to say anything. Sabrina says she makes turns like this all the time. The reason she can't do it is because I'm telling her to. Ten push-ups. All right, don't worry about it. All right, you made that turn too early last time. Head and eyes. You're looking down here. I don't want you looking down there. No reason to. Just listen to your engine. Head and eyes. Turn the handlebars. You gotta keep it loaded, that's all. That's the only thing that's happening. You're not keeping it loaded. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. If this was easy, everybody would know how to do it. All right, let's do that again. Head and eyes. Good. Is his throttle high? Yes, doesn't matter. Knocking down dominoes. He made the turn, now he can take care of that next. All right, Dave, let's do it. Nice, Dave. Very nice. You see that? Slow and controlled. I don't care if he's close to the cones. He's not hitting them. More importantly, his head and his eyes stayed in that direction the whole time. All right, Bill, too much speed. Woo! That thing just came up all quiet. I love that motorcycle, man. Head and eyes. You all right, Frank? You all right? It shouldn't be a traffic jam here. Come back, come back. After this, I just want you to go straight through. Let's get that done. preloaded. Head and eyes. Oh, you got the two rebels. Pressure. Yeah. I was telling Frank to come get this cone. He's already too far away. Too much speed, Clay. Too much speed. We got to be slow and controlled. All right, I still need build to trust and believe. Nice and easy, Clay. Slow and controlled. Nice, Dave. Just go right through. Going too fast. You're going too fast. Slow down. I want him to go right through. That doesn't mean I want him to speed through. Nice and easy. Nice, Dave. There we go. Clay's got more control there. Got to use that rear brake. And find the happy medium. Rear brake, clutch. We're preloaded already, so I don't even have to say throttle. There you go, Bill. Come on. Too much speed. If you don't stop walking this motorcycle.
Keep trying to grab my front brake.
I know. Very good, Pam. All right, James, head and eyes. Now, sometimes that happens. He lost his balance. He didn't hit the rear brake enough. That's where the control comes in. If you lose your balance, hit the rear brake, slow you down, let the clutch back out, you're good. Your head is buried, Sabrina, but that was excellent. She was right. She said, I do this all the time. Good, slow down. Turn it too early. Turn it too early. Dave, much better, man. Nice. Now you guys notice Dave is starting on the outside and he's starting with his handlebars turned first. That's fine. I don't care how you do it, as long as you can do it. I knew it. It's Pam.
That's what I told him. I said it's the pressure.
Yeah, it's the pressure.
You know, I did much better last week.
Yeah, you did. You're right.
See, I can't do it.
See, look at this. And I said to Clay last week that because Pam wasn't here, he had less pressure. And he did better. Okay, keep going. You're good. You made the turn already. Go ahead. You got to slow down. That's all. Yeah, man, I got it.
Brain's telling me to lean.
Yeah, just slow down a little, man.
I told her it was her fault.
Ah, Sabrina. Huh?
I told her it was her fault. She goes, what's wrong? I said, excuse me.
Yeah.
I said, it's too much pressure.
It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. Too much speed. Slow down. Head and eyes. You're looking right at the cones. Right at him. That's why you're hitting him. All right, James. As soon as you start to move, you got to be on that rear brake. You had a burst of speed, and then it was like it was over. You feel that, rear brake. Head and eyes. Turn the handlebars. Oh yeah, I forgot. You got to turn the handlebars too. All right, come on, Frank. Slow down, slow down. All right, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's still turning too soon though. Pam is just causing all kinds of disruptions in here, out here today. Woo! All right, now you guys didn't see that, but Dave kept his foot on the ground all the way until the heel of his foot was at his saddlebag. I don't want you to do that. Remember, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your foot. No reason to keep it on the ground. Oh, getting better, getting better, getting better. Nice, Dave. Much better, much better. He was slow, he was controlled, and his eyes and his head were facing in that direction. Much better. That's why I said forget about doing it from a stop. I want him to just do it rolling through, because it's easier rolling through than it is coming from a stop. That's going to build his confidence up. Look at Dave's head and eyes. Beautiful, slow and controlled on that rear brake. Yeah, just go that way. You're good. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 5, the single serpentine. And of course, I'm going to talk about a couple of things on this exercise with the preloaders. All right, we got Frank over there doing his push-ups. Love a disciplined preloader. When Clay does this, he does a lot. He leans a lot. He's just warming up for the offset double serpentine. That's his baby.
That's my baby.
Pam or not, he's gonna do good. He's gonna do well in that.
I'm so done now. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Now, like I said, you don't have to be as pronounced as Dave is, but that's what I wanted to look like. Hear his engine? Slow and controlled. Beautiful. Thank you, Clay. All right, straight ahead. Dipping and dodging. Swinging and swaying. Okay, we got Pam. Very nice. See, you don't have to go out really wide, just wide enough that will make you have to lean the motorcycle. Just cut that last one a little close. Very good, Pam. Very good. Good, Bill. I want you to go out wider. Go out wider. Because again, his motorcycle's smaller, it's nimble, so he kind of wants to just kind of fly through it, but I want him to go wide. Look at Dave, that looks good. Very good, Dave. Like I said, it doesn't matter how he does it, it's gonna look good because the motorcycle looks so good. Art Deco. Nice, James. Ooh, ooh. Let's fix that cone. Now, the only thing that happened there, hold on, Sabrina. The only thing that happened there while he was doing it, he had the clutch in too much. So because the clutch was in too much, felt like the motorcycle was going to fall, and he was already in a nice lean. And yeah, you're really going to feel the motorcycle falling when you're in the lean if you don't have sufficient power to the rear wheel, because yeah, it's going to fall. All right, we got Sabrina now. Very nice. I want her to go. All right, she made the correction. Nope, she's gonna hit that cone. Yep. Got to go out wider, Sabrina. Nice and wide. And like I said earlier, guys, I don't care that he's on a smaller motorcycle. That's not an excuse. Look at Bill, much better. Because he does the same thing on his larger motorcycle. It's all about the technique. Better, Bill, better. Pick your head up. Very good, Pam. So Dave screwed up on that seat. I know I said it before, guys, but just look at this motorcycle. Outstanding. Oh my gosh. Such a nice looking motorcycle. I know. Swing out wide. Good. All right, missed the last one. Better though, better. All right, we got Sabrina here. Nice, Sabrina. So, like I was saying with Dave here, it's all about the technique. And he knows how, his technique is down packed, so you can pretty much put him on any motorcycle, he's gonna be able to do a single serpentine. All right, now we got Frank. Did Frank go? Did I miss it? I don't remember Frank going. Good. Up. Throttle. He's looking at the cones. Good. Stop looking at my cones. Good job, though. Good job. Did you guys see him put his foot out? He didn't touch the ground with it, though. That's a battle won. I love to see that. Nice, Bill. Nice. Here, I'll steady her. Very nice. Next exercise, Pam. See how steady her throttle is? It's always very steady. Look at Dave's head. Look at his eyes. Look at his body. The motorcycle is moving underneath him. Oh, it looks as good as the motorcycle looks. All right, James, start out wide. Good. I'm back here dancing behind the camera, guys. Part of the reason is I want them to look at me. Oh, see, I'm not going to say too much lean. It wasn't too much lean. It's just not enough. Clutch was out.
What am I doing?
You're pulling in the clutch too much. All right, Sabrina's hitting cones. Too much speed, Sabrina. Too much speed. So we're gonna have her go pick up those cones. Too much speed, too much speed. Going too fast. You trying to follow your wife's footsteps? And this is what I'm talking about, guys. If you try to go fast through this, you're gonna hit all of the cones. Remember, the purpose is to go out wide and swing and sway and dip and dive. Much better, much better. All right, Dave scooting up on that seat. And you can see right from the start, it starts right from the beginning. Now sometimes you start wrong and you can correct it as you go. Now you see there, Dave was going a little bit faster. He's feeling a little bit more comfortable, but he can still control it, swinging it nicely. Oh. All right. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 6, my favorite, the U-turn. Single serpentine, you guys did well. Again, speed is always going to be a problem. It's not going to work out for you. Now, I noticed that maybe about the 3rd time, then Dave sped up. But the difference is, he's in the groove. I saw him, he was feeling it. It looks good, man. Man, I can't wait for you to look back at it. It just, I need to get some stills of it. Because like I said, I know I said it before. I mean, this damn motorcycle just looks good. It's like a pretty girl. You can't look away from it, and you're not going to stop saying she's pretty. Every time you see her, it's like, God damn. All right. So, yeah, man, it's just whatever, Art Deco.
Dave, he's talking about the bike.
Yeah, talk about the bike. All right, exercise number 6, the U-turn. So, is anybody offended by 27 feet? Is this too wide? No? Okay, I always have to ask. All right, so if you don't know, the purpose of these cones are if you want to challenge yourself, which Clay is going to do, and make a U-turn 18 feet or less, then make the U-turn. Now I say this to people, and they go, okay, they come up here and do it. That's fine, they still do it because sometimes these cones mess with you. But if you want to challenge yourself, don't pass this line. And there's your U-turn, 17, 18, 16, whatever it's going to be, okay? If you go, no, I'm not ready for that, go past that line. I want you going towards this cone over here. James, what are we turning first? Our head and our eyes or our handlebars? That's right. Head and eyes and handlebars. Are we turning slow? Our head and eyes? No. So I'm going to say if you turn your head and eyes slow, you're going to turn the handlebars slow. That doesn't always matter, especially when you have this much space, but sometimes it does. For instance, last week I saw my friend Kevin. He came in here. Now remember, when you make these turns, it's more important if you're doing like the maze or if you're trying to do an 18 foot or less U-turn. Not that important here, but it was for Kevin. He came all the way over here, but then he started making this turn like this. Then he turned his head and his eyes. Now he started turning. He ran out of space. I don't want you to make this turn at too much of an angle. So if you're over here, eyes, handlebars, you should start your turn from here, not here, okay? And so I'm also going to say this doesn't require you to do a full lock of your handlebars. It doesn't require you to be scraping the boards. Nothing is extreme in 27 feet. That's what I want you to know. However, if you're going too fast, you're going to make 27 feet not enough space for you. So, as I always say, control your speed, turn your head and your eyes. I even want the top part of your body turning. and I want you to look at my camera. All right? Right turns and left turns, same thing. Preload and keep it loaded. And keep it loaded, Frank. And keep it loaded, Sabrina. And keep it loaded, James. Because if you don't keep it loaded now, when you're in a lean, that's when you're going to feel uh-oh. Now, Frank, I don't know where the hell he was. I think it was in the single serpentine. He put his foot out. He didn't put it down. He put it out. Remember what I was talking about earlier? That's a battle that he won. He fought that instinct and he won it. Beautiful. I love to see that. Those are the building blocks. So when you're coming in here, the approach, wherever your throttle is, listen to it. Keep it there. Wherever your clutch is, keep it there. Use that rear brake for control. So now I'm going to run through here, and I want you to just listen to, don't forget about what I'm doing, just listen to my engine. Now remember, there's always going to be variations because we're not machines. But that's why I want you to always be high on the spectrum of your RPMs. Because if you're low, and then it deviates down, you're going to have a problem. If you're high and it goes down, you're still good. That's why I say it's not just power you need sufficient power. So let me spin around. I want you to hear my approach. Just listen to my engine. You hear it? Same way the whole time. I'm on the rear brake. Head and eyes, handlebars. The engine's the same the whole time. And even if I make a tight turn, it doesn't change. Head and eyes, nothing changes. So don't think you need to have a lot of power. Even as I'm talking to you, it hasn't changed, right? Head and eyes. All right, so now outside of my engine, I want you to look at how much I'm turning the handlebars in this U-turn and how much I'm leaning. Not a lot. Head and eyes. Not leaned a lot. Not turning the handlebars full lock. All right, so that was about 25 feet. Now if I speed up, it's wider. Too much speed. All right? Now if I go slow and I do a full lock, now that's an 18-foot U-turn without even leaning really, because it's a full lock. So obviously if you're going slow, full lock and a lean, it gets tighter when you put all three together. We're not worried about that though. I just want you guys to make the U-turn within 27 feet. I don't want you to lock the handlebars. I don't want you to drag your floorboards. I just want you to make it, keep your RPMs where they are. And trust me, everything's gonna be fine, all right? And don't worry about it if it doesn't work out the first time. We're gonna keep doing it, all right? I stay here the longest because it's one of the most relevant ones. There's our head and eyes. Perfect. Pam is telling me, you know what, I'm head and eyes, and boom goes the dynamite. If you guys don't know where boom goes the dynamite is from, Google it. Funny stuff. Head and eyes. Very nice, nice and smooth and controlled. And that's what we want. Smooth and controlled. There's Dave with the momentum. Very nice. Very nice. Like I said, some people like to use that momentum. That's nice. All right, it's only the first time. Head and eyes, good. Very good, Pam. Nice. I want him to look at my camera. Very nice, Clay. Head and knife, Bill. Look at my camera. Look at my camera. Very nice. Nice, Dave. Guys, you know what they say? Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So, I said to Bill, why do you still not have a t-shirt? You're the most seasoned preloader out here. Very nice, Sabrina. You know what this man said to me? I don't know if you guys picked up on it. Nice, Dave. He said, I'm used to wearing a shirt with a top pocket so I can put my cigarettes in it. You believe that? All right, so James he's going a little too fast and he's starting his turn like I said I didn't want him to do. He's not starting from the line, he's swinging out wide. So I'll talk to him about that. Nice, Pam. Too much speed right there. That perverted look, head is one way, eyes are another. That's some momentum for you right there. Bam! All right, so that last turn you made, this is what you're doing. Remember I said if you turn your head and your eyes slow, you're going to turn slow. So you should be turning here, head and eyes, handlebars. Then you'll be fine. Go ahead. Head and eyes. Turning too late. Okay, now we're going to do right turns. Too much speed. All right, we got a head turn. That's some progress. We got a head turn. Head and eyes, look at the camera. She's not turning her head and her eyes. See how Dave just turned? That's how you have to turn. That's a 15-foot U-turn. But that's how you have to turn. Start your turn just like this, like Dave squared, because they both did it. Start from here. Start your turn from here, not from here. Don't ease into the turn. Turn, going. That's it. Slow down. Good. Throttle. All right, better. Pam, same thing. She starts them all the way from the side. Bill, good. But you see how Bill swings out? So that's why his turn's wider. Throttle. Good. Turn the handlebars, throttle. There we go. Ah. He wasn't consistent. He turned them, then he went back straight. He turned them and went back straight. Nice. Very nice.
I'm out, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, man. Be careful. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. All right, so Dave is out. He said he was leaving early. See, if she holds that turn, she makes that turn. Nice. Much better. Very nice, Dave. Throttle, throttle. I stood here on purpose. Show them how it's done, Pam. Very good. Head and eyes. Looking at my camera. Nice. Get that throttle up. It's idling. You want to keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Nice. All right, U-turn. Head and eyes, handlebars. Look at my camera. Throttle, throttle, throttle. All right, head and eyes, handlebars, make that U-turn. Ah, too much speed. Okay, Pam, make this U-turn and then stop where I am. All right? Good. Okay. And now you're going to be doing this one. Good. All right, Bill, you're making a stop over here. Head and eye, look at me. Here I am. He won't look at me. Beautiful. You're stopping over here. Look at me. Turn the handlebars, good. Keep them turned. Perfect. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. All right, you're looking at me. Control your speed. Turn those handlebars. Look at me. Look at me. Turn the handlebars. Keep them turned. You're good. All right. Stop. Good. All right, Sabrina. Head and eyes, look at me. Over your shoulder, look at me. Look at me. You're good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Outstanding. Congratulations on that battle. All right, now we're going to have them make left turns from a stop. Straight through. I like it. He's on that rear brake. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Good, 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 just like that. Turn those handlebars. Good, good, good. Beautiful. Woo! That was nice. Very nice, Dave. Come on, James. Stop right here. There we go. Use that rear brake. All right. Look at my rear. Look at my rear. Look at my camera. Head and eyes. Control your speed. Turn the handlebars. Good. Very nice. Very nice. All right, Pam, now you're stopping over there. Good. Exercise number 7. So what we're doing here is we're doing the U-turn, and then we're incorporating the stopping from exercise number 1. These are things that you might have to do in the real world. Very good, Bill. Nice. Excellent. I still feel creeped out because he's staring at me with his eyes, but his head is facing the other way. You're looking there. Look over here. Open that clutch. All right. Good. See the rear brake? See the rear brake? Nice, nice. So the foot almost come off the board. Beautiful. Look at me. Come on. Nice and easy. Turn the handlebars. Good. Keep them turned. And last but certainly not least, Sabrina, turn your head, Sabrina. All right, we're going to move on, guys, to exercise number 7, the figure 8. We had a lot of success last week. Let's see what we got this week. All right, like I always say, I love a disciplined preload. I saw Frank giving the tank.
He came back, he got the bike, he's like, what's up? He was like, I've grabbed it.
I also saw battles being won. Yeah. Love when I see that. Frank, Sabrina, Dave. We only have one Dave here now, so it's easier. Foot getting ready to come down, but not coming down. So good work, guys. Very good work. So again, I saw Sabrina went back. She did some more figure 8s, and I saw you getting a little frustrated with yourself. Don't try not to get. That's why I never say anything back. Don't. I'm not going to say don't. Try not to get frustrated with yourself, because then you just start sabotaging yourself. You start losing concentration because now you're annoyed. This takes time. It takes practice. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It takes time and it takes practice, and for different people, it takes different amounts of time. All right, so but it does take time. So don't worry about it. That's why we're out here. And I checked my supervisor on my job. and he gave me the rest of my life off. So I'm gonna be here. So you want to keep coming back and practicing? You can keep coming back and practicing. You can practice on your own. All right, don't beat yourself up. All right, the figure 8. So the good news about this is it's the same width as the U-turn that we just made, right? You have 46 feet in length. So you have plenty of space to do what you need to do in here. However, plenty of space can turn out being not enough space if you start doing things wrong. One of the biggest things is too much speed, okay? So James, in that U-turn, a lot of the times you were coming in. All right, so this is what I forgot to say to you guys. I'll say it now. If I ask you to do anything, I need you to be consistent in doing it. So what do I mean by that? If I say turn your head and your eyes, keep your head and your eyes turned consistently. Don't keep doing this, right? Believe it or not, it makes a difference. If I say turn your handlebars, keep them turned consistently. So James, you were doing this. And if you do that, yeah, you're just losing space, okay? When I say keep it loaded, that's the consistency, all right? It has to be consistent, all right? So when you come in here, I want you to go to the corner. This is the last corner you're gonna be looking at once you're in here. Because after that, you're gonna be paying attention to here. Oh, there's my boss. There's my boss. That's another commitment for the rest of my life, and I'm happy to do it. Okay. When you come in here, as soon as you get here, head and eyes, I actually want you looking behind you at this green cone. Trust me, you'll see it. Even if you don't see it right away, you will see it. Head and eyes, I can see it right here, peripheral vision. Handlebars, please use all of the space that you have. Come all the way to these cones if you need to. If you're Clay, he doesn't need it. He's going to turn about right here. But keep in mind, remember that consistency thing I was telling you about? When you make this turn, hold your handlebars. Hold it. Hold it. Don't let out right here. Keep it turned. When you get here, then I want you to turn. Because now you have so much space over there. If you come out of this turn too soon, remember I said you're not looking at any more corners. That's the first corner and the last corner you're looking at. After that, everything is on the side. That's where your focus is. If you let out early and now you're coming over here, it's not impossible. It's later, all right? So you want to give yourself as much space as possible. So when you make this turn, if you don't go all the way to the end, now you're just making this next turn tighter. Now if you lean a lot, none of this matters. But most of us are not leaning that much. Remember, I don't want you to do anything you don't have to do. Work smarter, not harder. Head and eyes, handlebars. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm gonna be standing right there. I'm gonna tell you when to turn your handlebars. Turn it. Head and eyes, handlebars. I want you to look at this cone right here. Just look. Use all the space that you have. There it is, I see it. Hold it, hold it. Your body's gonna say, hey, let out. No, hold it. So right here, you're making circles like this. Not like this. All right, we're doing it like, we're doing, I'll show you. Although it looks like it's gonna be prettier going like this, to make your turns easier, I want you to hold the turn, go to that corner, go to that side, come around, go back to that side, come around, go. You're always going to that side. If you do that, you'll be fine. And as you see when Pam does this and when Bill does this, not a lot of lean. As long as you're going slow enough. Start going faster, now you gotta lean. Listen to my engine, always the same. Head and eyes. I see it, there it is. Hold it, hold it. Use all the space that you have. Hold it, turn. Head and eyes, I see it. Now, you know what's funny? In all honesty, which I always am, I have to literally concentrate to use all of this space. Because my muscle memory is telling me, just go right to it and just go right to it. I don't need all of this space. But I want you guys to see, use all of the space. Now I'm gonna do it in motor officer specification too, just so you can see, nothing changes as far as where my focus is. The only thing that changes is I'm turning the handlebars more and I'm leaning more. So I'm still holding it right here. Hold it right here. And then you're out. Any questions? Pam? Actually, Pam has done this before, so I think she's graduated to Pamela. Doesn't matter. So Pam's thing is she gets scared. Good. Get the throttle up a little. Good. Good, good. Throttle, throttle. Very good, good. Throttle, throttle. Look at the exit. You out of here? Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you. We'll probably be back.
Okay.
Like another time. Do we have to fill out another one
No.
every single time?
One time. That's it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're going to get out of here.
All right, man.
The heat's getting to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, man. Nice to meet you, man. Excellent, Pam. No pressure, Clay, no pressure. I told you guys, Clay likes to mess up on purpose on the first one, but too much pressure this time. Beautiful. All right, Dave, bring that pretty motorcycle in here. Let's do it, Dave. Good, good. That's right. Good, good. Nice throttle. And you see David's not using all the space, but so this turn right here is going to be tight. Yeah, see? He made the other turn too soon. Oh. Go ahead, Pam. Dave looked really good there. Good, good. Hey Dave, you know what you did wrong, right? You know what you did wrong, right? You know what you did wrong, right?
Got out too early.
Yeah, over there you cheated yourself out of a lot of space. Okay, but you look good. Let's do it again. Good. His transitions are good too. Body, the way he's moving his body, the way he swings it over the handlebars. Look at the exit. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, he's still going. All right, there's no extra credit, Dave. Ah, I just want to do a little something extra. Okay. I like it. Very nice. The transitions are smooth. Now I noticed last time Pam did this, I wasn't standing here and she didn't make it. Good. I think me telling her when to turn the handlebars on the transition is helping. Very good. Very good. Throttle, throttle. Look at the exit. There we go. All right, every time Pam goes, I'm standing right here. Beautiful. Look at her. She's like, woo. She's so relieved. It's ridiculous. It's so easy. She does it so easy. Or at least that's the way it looks. Very nice. Look at his head and his eyes. Listen to his engine. Very smooth. Oh, when it's done properly and it's fluid, oh, it looks so nice. Is it off? You shut it off?
Well, they did their job.
Yeah. So I learned with those, the best bet is to put a zip tie around them because it'll come right off.
Yeah, I put a piece of rubber on the inside of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little piece that I put in here held out. I don't know what I did.
Oh, I know what you did.
Power going.
They had the clutch in too much.
Yeah.
And that happens sometimes. And what's ironic about that is the figure eight was done, but you were using the David's flare to do a one last U-turn, and that's
Yeah, I was gonna make a circle.
yeah.
I was gonna do, and
yeah.
yeah.
What did I tell you guys? Even when this damn motorcycle drops, damn, it looks good.
It even looks sexy when it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
We won't be out down here.
James, no? James said hell no. Okay. Huh? Where you been, Bill? These guys went 3 times each. All right.
Now we'll get it.
There we go. And that's it, baby. And that's what it's all about, people. You drop your motorcycle, you pick it up, you get back on it, and you get back into what you were doing. Beautiful. All right, Bill, show him how to do it. He don't know. You know. Look at me, Bill. Come on, come on. Throttle, 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 throttle. Look at the exit. There we go, Bill. You are not a virgin anymore. I thought he held that one too long. Very good. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Clay said, you know what? I got you, Dave. I got you 360, and I'll raise you one. All right, guys, good stuff. We're gonna move on to exercise number 8. Clay's favorite exercise, offset double serpentine. See, the good thing about this is Pam gets through that figure 8 and she's like,
I'm holding my breath the whole time.
so she's clearly stressed out, although it doesn't show. And if you look at her from a distance, because she's fine. Bill, you know, it's like anything else. This is going to get to the point where figure 8, like there's no hype behind it anymore because been there, done that, right? All right. So congratulations to you guys. It's Pam, just relax. You're fine.
You know, one of the things that I was just telling Clay is you know, I think I was telling Pam, you have to accept at these speeds that you're going to go down. And once you accept that, you'll do well.
Yeah.
And once you accept that and just go with it, you're fine.
You have to get, and it's easier said than done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you have to. Well, you're in front of the camera. You have to be okay. Yeah, you have to be okay with. Well, you have to first realize it's a machine being balanced on two wheels. So that's why they say there's two kinds of riders: riders that have gone down, the riders that haven't gone down yet. And I've modified that. There's two kinds of riders: regular riders and preloaders. Because I don't have to say the other part. Preloaders already know about that whole philosophy, right? You also see that that's why I say if you don't aspire to do stuff where you have to lean a lot, that's fine. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't practice, right? When Dave went down, he didn't go down doing something simple. He said, I'm gonna throw a little extra cherry on top of what I'm doing. And that's when the motorcycle dropped. But see, that all shows me his confidence is up here. And that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Because clearly, if his confidence is not up there, just doing the figure eight, that's enough. Beautiful, I'm out. He was like, no, that's not enough. I want to do a little bit more. So, beautiful. I commend him on that.
Thank you, sir.
All right? Okay. So now, remember when I told you guys to hold your turn in that figure eight? That's what I want you to do here too. So, clay doesn't really do it that much. I always tell you guys, don't go straight to the gate, because then you're just making that transition tougher. Clay kind of goes straight to it, but again, you don't have to do it that way. If you lean a lot, no problems. But what I want you guys to do is when you come through this gate, you're going there eventually, but initially I want you to come here. All right? Head and eyes, handlebars. So that when you go through this gate, your motorcycle should be either facing this way or like a little bit this way. You shouldn't be coming in with your motorcycle facing this way, because now your turn's like this, right? So if you do that at every gate, it makes it so much easier, Pam. So what I am going to tell you is, as soon as you get over here, head and eyes, look at the gate. As soon as you get to this gate, your head and eyes should be switching to the gate you came from. Remember I told you to hold it? Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes, handlebars. Now, the same thing is going to apply here. You're coming like this or like this, not like this, because you're not coming straight for it. And then you come through, head and eyes, where you came from. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Look where you want to go. Transition. It's almost like you're doing mini figure eights. Okay, so I'm going to run through it going that way, the way I just told you to do it. You said you don't know when? All right, I'll tell you when. I don't want you to focus on the lines, but that's what we're going to use. So when you make this first turn and you come here, as soon as you get to this line, turn your handlebars, right? And as you're coming through here, hold it, hold it. You're looking there. Don't wait until you get to the line, right before this line. Head and eyes, handlebars. So by the time you get to this line, you're already turned. When you get over here, you're going to run out of lines, but you're going to have to put it together, Pam.
First cone, I got you.
Now, Pam.
That's about where she's.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the ain't no lines there.
I don't know. But yeah, that's what Pam does. So the first time I'm going to go through the way I just told you. And when I come back, I'm going to come back going straight to it. The clay way. That's what I'm going to call it, the clay way.
It's like a teardrop that you're making.
Exactly. And it should look. So when you're making these figure eight, when you're making these double serps, again, it shouldn't be a zigzag. It should be like this. It's like figure eights. You're doing figure eights. I'm going that way, but I'm facing this way. Head and eyes. Now I'm looking where I came from. Stop right here. Head and eyes. So I'm not at the line. So it's a reference. Look where I want to go. Head and eyes. I'm facing that way, but I'm going this way. Head and eyes. That's how I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to go straight for it. Nice and wide. Pamela. Pamela. Nobody's leaving here till Pam does this today. Enough is enough. Pam screwing around, giggling. She got this. 81 degrees out here now, guys. 12 noon. I might have to start this at 5 a.m. You know what was great about that?
Nothing.
Her rear wheel locked up. So even in that moment, when she had an oh crap moment, rear brake, she didn't grab her front brake. Yep. That's why we practice that, because when the unexpected happens, if you're used to grabbing your front brake, if she would have grabbed it, down. And it's always the same sound. Oh, she needs a moment. I saw that. He just won that battle. He went to put his foot down because he was coming in fast. So, you know, it's not uncommon to, when you master something, then you start getting cocky. You know, your confidence goes up, you get a little cocky, and that's a good thing. So he came in a little fast, and the motorcycle said, no, it's too fast. So now look at him. Slow, controlled. Beautiful. I don't even hear other motorcycles running. That's not good. Like Bill, why is Bill off of his motorcycle? Why are you not on your motorcycle with your helmet on? Because he wanted to talk to Pam, of course. You hit a cone? Ah.
That was very slippery right there. It got my attention, I put it through that way.
Mm-hmm. Good, very good. Very nice. See how long he held that? Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Ah, it just always looks so good when you do it properly. Up. It happens. But like I told him before, on that motorcycle, even the mistakes look good. Dave said, screw who's ever next, I'm coming back. Well, I was about to say he held that one too long. All right, let's do it, James.
Left hand's cramping up.
Oh, yeah? Throttle. Your throttle's too low. Keep it loaded. See, he went straight for the gate. And you went straight for this gate, too. Remember, you got to come out wide. Turn it off. Okay. Put your butt lower. Lower. Feet out in front of you. All right. Good? Yep. All right. Come out wider, keep it loaded, James. You got to keep it loaded. Bill, you got an electric motorcycle or you got a gas engine? Because I can't hear it. I know it's on.
No, it ain't on.
I know that. Turn it on. Bill said, no, it's not on. I know it's not on. Why is it not on?
Go around.
Let's go, Bill. Good. Throttle, throttle, Bill. Throttle, Bill. Okay. No pressure, Pam. Now you see, because he stopped going out wide, so now, oh nice, Bill. He's going right towards the gates. But, like I said, as long as you're going slow enough, you can still work it out. I mean, right to the gate. He's coming in. Oh. You all right, Bill? Well, good thing you got a helmet on.
What's pushing my damn luck? Damn. Find a damn way to...
I got it.
Okay. Let's see what all got screwed up.
All right, Bill.
No, not really. Hurt my hand.
Damn it.
This is why we wear a helmet when we practice.
You saw that hip. Boom.
Because when your body falls, it falls like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the head is you're top heavy. The head is
Right there. That Japanese handles better than that American.
the holy one, right? That he bent.
The Harley bent in a question mark.
Shit. I knew I shouldn't have been doing that.
No, you were doing
No,
fine.
you're doing fine.
You're doing fine, Bill.
No, I mean, I was pushing it since I got started off so screwed up.
You actually started off correctly, and then you started making it. You were going like right.
First turn was picture.
Yep. And then after that, you started going right towards it.
Had it.
Yeah, and then but I mean, I'm talking about without the crash guards. That would have probably protected my hand. But it is what it is.
Yeah. And it's a good thing you're wearing a helmet.
That's right.
I heard that helmet hit the ground.
And here's the other thing. Bill is always. We'll be sitting there. I'm sitting there talking for half an hour. You've got a helmet on and gloves. Today, no gloves.
Oh yeah. Where's your gloves, Bill? Too hot.
I'm on his handlebars.
It's getting so damn hot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Remember, guys. Now Bill's bike is lighter, but if you're gonna fall, if you feel like you're falling and it's at the point where it's gonna fall, just let it fall. Now the difference with Bill's bike is, you see, he's gonna go down. It's gonna go all the way over. You have engine guards like on a Harley Davidson or an Indian or something like that. You know, the motorcycle shouldn't go over that far. But Bill's okay. That's the most important thing. And I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. This is why you wear a helmet out here. Because even at slow speeds, if you fall incorrectly, your head's gonna go like that. All right, Pam. I just hope this doesn't mess with Bill's confidence. Good. Turn. Good, hold it, turn. Hold it, good. Good, you're good. Hold it, turn. You're good. Good, you're good. Come on, come to me. Keep coming. All right, turn. Keep it turn. All right, turn. Good. Pick up from here. Turn. Okay. All right, that's the furthest she's gotten, so I know she could do it. That's the furthest she's gotten. So the problem was Pam wasn't really sure where to make the transitions. Walking with her definitely helped. All right, the important thing is to get Bill back in here. Oh, here comes Pam again. Good, hold it. All right, turn. Hold it, turn. Hold it, turn. Hold it, There we go. That was the only issue. Look at that, she over there revving and everything. She just didn't know when to make the transitions. Ooh, his heel almost got caught under that saddlebag. Woo! So Dave's holding it a little too long, which is making him have to lean more. Good. Ooh. Oh my God. Coming so close. That heel, you almost keep hitting that saddlebag. Bill, get back in here. Let's go. Held that too long. Start over, Dave. Start over. All right, let me see if Pam can do it without me walking with her. Very good. Keep the throttle up, Pam. I almost started walking with her. I almost forgot that quick. Hold it, hold it. You're good. Keep the throttle up. Turn. Good. She can't hear me. Hold it, turn. Throttle, 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 throttle. Woo! Bill, no pressure. All right, so Dave is he's starting this turn too soon, and it's affecting him the rest of the way. Got to come out wide. Go on my cooler and get a power aid. Please. Yes. Hey Dave, make sure you start out wide, but when you're making this turn, you're actually starting the turn too late. So that's why it's making you lean so much. All right, come on. Hold it, hold it, hold it, turn. Hold it, turn. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Bill, go right behind him. See, he's going right to the gate, and that's the problem. Look. Makes everything tougher. Pam, this is your fault. I'll try, you know.
Did you do it last time?
Yeah.
Last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm not making this up when I say it's your fault.
Stay on the brake, don't bother it. Stay on it.
It's your fault, but it's not your fault.
I know.
Can't believe I did it last week.
Oh, I can believe it. So Bill, you got to just hold those turns longer. You're actually coming to the gate like this. Hold it, hold it. Come over here. Keep coming, keep coming. See? Hold it. See how wide you are? He's making it harder for himself because he's coming right to it. He's not holding it.
I did that a couple of times.
Yeah, Dave. Dave's going to be the last one, then we're going to move on to exercise number 9, which is the intersection. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Yeah, and eventually it catches you if you're going in at too much of an angle, because then you have to lean so much more to get to that next gate. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 9, which is the intersection. Bill, I understand. That's all I'm going to say. I understand. It's not like I called it last week, and at the time I thought it was just Clay that was affected, but clearly it's Bill. Clearly it's Bill. All right, so, oh yeah, we all know it's because of Pam. I told her it's your fault, but it's not your fault. I appreciate the breeze.
But I did the double serpentine.
That's right, double serp. Another one checked off. Now, yes. Exercise number 9, the intersection, which Pam has not done yet, so we got another thing for her to check off. Okay, so in a nutshell, if you did all of that, you can do this. All right? We have basically 1, 2, 3, and then you pull out. U-turns, 24 feet. So the only thing I'm going to tell you with this is, the key is, when you come through this gate, come out wide. Head and eyes, handlebars, turn. I want you to come out wide enough so that when you come in here, you're already kind of straight. If you're not, if you want to do it like Dave, just turn a little later. So that way you're coming in here at an angle. Come. That cone over there, because you're making a U-turn. So, remember we talked about holding your turns in exercise number 7 and 8? Same thing here. Head and eyes, handlebars. Hold it. Hold it. Because you're doing the same thing. Once you get here, head and eyes, now you're turning into here. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. If you want to make a turn like Dave, keep holding it and come from here. So even if you're all the way over here, it doesn't matter. Come back to the corner. Head and eyes. Handlebars. Hold it. Hold it. Look at the gate. Get the hell out. Right? We do it on one way, and then we do it the other way. All the other rules stay the same. However your engine is, that's how you keep it. Preload. Now, Dave, you were having some issues with the throttle, keeping it loaded. And that's going to happen at times. That's why I always tell you guys I want your throttle higher than lower. So if it fluctuates down, you're still okay. Oh my God, Dave, you had like 3 different times when that heel.
Yeah.
Woo!
I felt it go through the bag.
Yep, right at that bag. And it's almost like when you feel that, it's almost like your bike is going, all right, now I almost got you. Keep doing that. I'm going to get you.
Every time.
But yeah, that's it. 3 strikes and you're out, but he's not out. Now there's cones in the middle of every U-turn. Go around the cone. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And then we do it in the other direction. Go out wide. So you don't have to be, when you pull into the U-turn, you don't have to be right at the side. Like I said, if you do it like Dave, you can come in from an angle. That's why I extended it. Before I had it 20 feet deep, and that was just too quick of a transition for people. So I wasn't trying to make this a bonus exercise. I want people to actually do it. And when Pam didn't even try it, that's when I said, no, 24 feet. So you have plenty of room to go in there, okay? Everybody good with that?
This is harder when you're going slower.
No, it's not. I watch you in exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, this is you. So you've already dispelled the, it's harder going slower. I've watched you go slow.
Sure.
What's the difference? Nothing changes. Yeah, it feels like you're gonna fall, but you know you're not, because as long as you have power to the rear wheel, the motorcycle's not gonna fall. Right?
It makes it sound so easy.
Well, you make it look easy too.
No.
All right, so Clay's first. Of course, Clay's done this. Clay's gonna go a little bit faster doing it this week. Why? Pam's here. Like I said, we always want to impress our women. Excellent. All right, Dave. Good, nice and wide. Very nice. Dave should have no problem with this. Nice, nice. Hold it. All right, it's getting tight, but he's good. He's good. Hold it, hold it. All right. Oh, I thought James was going home. It's looking good, Dave. It's looking good. You got to hold this turn. Hold it. Start right there. Good. In deep. Okay. So. Yeah. I was going to tell him to do this, but Pam's here, so Clay's not going to wait for me to tell him to do it. He's going to say, look, honey, watch this. That's what's up. So, Dave. Dave, when you make this second turn, you make the turn here. That's so tight. So when you come out of here, you're going to kind of have to hold that longer. So even if you come all the way out here, well, you kind of come in at an angle anyway to make your U-turns. That way you could get over here and make it. All right? All right. Good. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. All right. All the way to the corner. All right, left. I mean, right. Hold it. Hold it. You're good. You're good. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, go. All the way to the corner. All the way to the corner. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe. Look at the exit. You see that? She almost celebrated too early. She was like, woo-hoo-hoo! Good. See, all the way to the corner. Ooh, that heel. Ah! It's gonna happen, man. I hope it doesn't. All right, James. Maybe not. Yeah, that's going to be tough right there. Nope, he didn't come over to the left enough. James, you got to come all the way over here. All right, Pam. Come out wide. Now, Pam didn't come out wide, but she's fine. Hold it. Throttle, throttle. Hold it. All right. Throttle, throttle. Nah, she lost that one. Make sure you swing out wide and go straight in. Come towards me. Come towards me. Throttle, throttle. Go all the way to the corner. You got to go to the corner. You're not going to the corner. Throttle, throttle. Phil, what's happening? You enjoying the show? See how Bill comes in, he started his turn? Oh, heavy U-turn, you want to start on the side of the road as close as possible. Clay is a changed man. Good. He can still come to the right some more. Hold it. See how far he's off from the right now? So now this turn is tighter. Is it off?
Tired.
Is it off? I got it.
Well, it did what it was supposed to do.
So Dave, when you're coming in here, you're swinging out over here, but you're not swinging out a lot. So when you come in here, your front wheel is close to the line, but because you're at an angle, your back wheel isn't. So now when you make the turn, you're really turning from here. So I want you to come in, I want you to swing out wide enough so that you can get your motorcycle almost straight here. Now you're truly turning from the corner. And because you're doing that, when you make this turn, you have to hold it longer. You're coming in here too early, and that way, now you're right here. This is really tight. We can't look at Clay because, you know, the motorcycle's smaller. And
Yeah, I think I'm just getting tired right now, too.
oh, okay. Understood. And Pam is not really doing that big swing out either. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to do that big swing out. You going again, James? Let me try it on this, if you don't mind. Well, first let me see how it feels first, because if I don't like the way it feels, I won't even try it. Oh wow, that clutch is right there. Cable. Oh no, it's not a cable. Yeah, but it's right there. Did you have it adjusted or something? No? forgot to put my helmet on. I'm sitting here saying, hey, that's why I should wear a helmet. And I felt the wind blowing. I was like, oh shit, I don't have a helmet on. She
Show that bike how to do that.
Hey, it's now it's trained. Go ahead and jump on it. It's trained now.
Yeah, go ahead. I feel like I should kind of just leave it, you know. Leave it like that, and it'll be good.
You challenged me, Robert. I had to do the circle today.
Yeah, now, and I was just saying, I usually say, all right, now do the circles, but Pam's here. So he's going to just do it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you know?
That was impressive. That really was.
All right, guys, so we're going to move on to the maze. I know the only person that's going to do it is Clay, so that's going to be short. Then we're going to do a follow the leader, and then I think that's it because Dave, his body's shutting down on him. Yeah. He's tired. He's hot. Pam's lightheaded from lack of oxygen because she's not breathing. So, all right, it is what it is. Let's move on. All right, guys, so the preloaders always are in control of what goes on out here as far as what we're gonna do. They said, listen, we're hot, we're tired, we're dehydrated. Dave said his muscles are cramping up from his clutch hand. So they were like, all right, let's shut it down. And Clay said, I'm doing the maze at least. So he's gonna do the maze. They said, skip, follow the leader. So this is gonna be it, guys, the maze. Go ahead, man, you can turn it on. Thanks a lot, Pam. There were no issues last week. What wasn't here last week that's here now? Damn. I was about to say, put some gloves on. You're gonna have blue hands. There we go. Good? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick exit interview because these guys are extra crispy. Okay, James, What did you rate yourself when you came today?
2.
Any change in that number?
Yeah. -1.
-1. Okay, yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. I've heard people say often that it's humbling out here.
It is very.
Now, I know that you're not close, but I hope that you do come back. I know your schedule's busy. I'm definitely happy that you did come out. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There are lots of things that I learned in my head that I didn't really show, but I learned things like preload. I mean, the brake.
Yeah.
I was afraid to really engage it while I'm moving, and I learned that it's okay to press it harder.
Yes.
And maintain control. And I did learn that, and I'm going to certainly go practice that when I get home.
Absolutely. The rear brake is your friend, and there's a lot of people. I forget which video I put out. I think it was will using the rear brake help you in your right turns and left turns, something like that. After I put that video out, I got a lot of feedback of people going, there you go. That was the problem. Yep. Because remember, the rear brake is controlling. If you feel like you're out of control, nobody likes that feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, good. That's a good thing that you picked up. I want you to also, of course, continue to practice, even if it's exercise number 1, 2. If you want to skip 3, no, fine, but I'd rather you do that.
Yep.
Because it's just going to get easier. You don't need cones to do any of those. Okay?
Yep.
All right,
do it, man.
Don't touch your face. You're going to have blue stuff all on your head. All right. All right. David.
Yes, sir.
What did you rate yourself when you first came out here?
I came out here as a 3.
Any change in that?
Yeah, I think probably about a 4 to 4.5. And the reason why is I had a goal for myself. And that goal was to be more consistent and confident in the lock and deeper lane.
Yeah.
And I felt like in the U-turns, in the figure 8 box, that I was able to get that accomplished. So
Absolutely.
I accomplished the goal.
Good, good. And that's always good. And I know we talked to James already. I want to commend him for, listen, I always say, I didn't say it today, I forgot to say it, but when we come here, we leave our egos on the sidewalk, right? And it's all about getting better in practice, being honest with ourselves. You got to be honest with yourself. And the fact that James could say, yeah, it's a change. I went down a number. That's great. Dave went up a number, James went down a number. That's how it happens, okay? Now, I know you're not close either.
No.
I'm glad that you came. I'm glad you brought this beautiful motorcycle with you all the time. You know, you guys know, you'll never hear me use the word love and Harley Davidson or any motorcycle. That woman in that car, that's love. This is a motorcycle. You know, this is nothing. It's an object. If something happens to that, I'm gonna be okay tomorrow. All right. So, all right. Will you be back?
Oh, absolutely.
And hopefully you could get your neighbor to come.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully
good.
my son will have his bike by then.
Oh yeah, your son too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be great, man. Again, I love this motorcycle. I don't care if you come back and just park it so I can look at it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. You can give that mic to Clay.
Together, right?
Yeah. Do it together.
All right.
Actually, come up here.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Front and center.
Stand right there in front of me. Okay, it's perfect.
A wonderful hairdo.
Front and center.
Okay.
Helmet.
Clay.
Yes, sir.
I love the fact that, listen, I said it already, but they were like, yeah, wrap it up. And Clay was like, I'm doing the maze at least.
The maze before I leave.
What did you rate yourself when you came?
5.
5, right?
Yes, sir.
Any change?
I'm still going to stick with the 5, Robert, until
Okay.
those right and left turns.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
that bothers me.
Okay,
So,
I understand.
I'm not going to raise up any until I do something with that.
Okay, and that's good. You know, we're always our biggest and worst critic. All right, so it's good that all right, I like that. Pam, any change in your number?
Yeah, I'll go to a 4.
Good. Good.
Double.
Offset serpentine.
That's it.
Okay, and did she do the intersection?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes. How can we forget about the intersection?
Yes.
So Pam, you have done everything out here, 1 through 9. And you know who was pissed about that? Hey, security Bill.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he's not there. Bill left and never came back. That's not the first time Bill left, didn't say bye either. He just left. He said he was going to get something to drink. He must have went home to get it.
Okay,
all right. So I'm not going to ask you guys if you'll be back, but wow, I did not realize that. She did 1
Everything.
through 9.
Did it? I didn't realize it either.
Next time she can do the maze.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Like I said, the bonus exercise is just something if you aspire to do. If she has no interest in doing it,
Right.
there's no need to ever try it. Right? And I think Pam said I'm fine.
I'm good.
All right.
I can't hold my breath, but so long.
Good to see you guys. Yes, I have to add another step. You're welcome. Step 1, breathe. And remember I said, whatever you do, I need you to be consistent. That includes breathing. All right. All right, guys. We're done here today. Practice session number 21. I got my preloaders behind me. We're getting ready to get out of here. So I might even start this at 8 o'clock in the morning because, yeah, it gets hot out here. So a few things I want to tell you guys as a reminder. A, make sure you have a reservation before you come out here, okay? B, make sure that you are properly hydrated, meaning with you. You have to bring stuff with you because you're out here working, all right? And the day gets long, you're gonna get thirsty. Also, like myself and James didn't do, don't come out here with an empty stomach. You have to fuel yourself, all right? Or bring some snacks with you, okay? Either way, you heard that everybody had a good time. Confidence levels went up. Big ups to Pam. She did every single exercise, 1 through 9. You guys go back to the first time you saw Pam out here up until now. Just phenomenal, right? Clay making the maze, coming from the side to make left turns first. First time he's done that, okay? Happy to have Dave back here, both Dave really, but Dave on the nice, pretty, sexy bike. Glad that he came back here. I'm glad that James was able to finally make it here. He's been trying to get here since January, so I appreciate it, guys. As I always say to you guys, who am I, right? So if you want to come out here and practice with me, I'm always going to appreciate it, whether you're coming from across the country or from another country or down the block. It's always appreciated. All right, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to give a special shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there. Know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I learned how to ride this motorcycle the way I do. Of course, I didn't stop practicing there. Have to continue practicing, guys. It's a perishable skill, all right? So please, practice, 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 preload, and keep it loaded. Practice, 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 because practice breeds confidence, and a confident rider is a safer rider. Until next time, guys.